Hi and welcome back. Recently I started doing live streams over on Twitch. I want to start out in front of a small audience as I build up my confidence before I start streaming on YouTube. This race is from one of my live streams last week. As I stream with an overlay to show my position to the audience, this will be a first for my videos. Please let me know in the comments how you like it. But in this race, I had an incredible battle that is exactly what racing is about. So let's jump over to the track. This was a very competitive lobby with some great qualification times ahead of me. I think the leader on the grid had a top 30 qualification time in the world. My goal was simple: stay consistent and push for a podium spot. Immediately, I felt pressure from the Ferrari behind. A little love tap, but I stayed ahead. Other than that, the race started quite slowly. I wasn't able to put too much pressure on the cars ahead of me, but wasn't feeling too much pressure from behind either. So I had time to get heat into my tires and bide my time. At the start of lap 2, I was able to close the gap, and I had also built up a decent gap on the cars behind. It was time to assert some pressure to reach that podium spot. I was able to get very close, but it's a bit more complicated to make a move when there are two cars closely together in front. I would have to wait for the right opportunity. Finally happened. They went a little wide, and I jumped on the opportunity. Let's take another look. This is usually how it goes when you're competing in competitive lobbies. You have to stay close and wait for an opportunity. As soon as I saw them go a little wide, I jumped on the inside and got early on the throttle. Even though the car got a little sketchy on the exit, I was careful to leave enough room on the outside. As we continued, I noticed the car ahead likely collecting a track limits penalty. And just like that, we were up to P2. With roughly 2 laps to go, we just had to keep a level head and get this done. I focused on getting a good exit, I went a little wide and collected a track limits penalty. This could be very costly in a close battle. Instead of going for a risky dive, the Lambo behind gave me a bump draft before T1. Likely playing the long game and waiting for me to serve my penalty, I would need to nail this lap to build a small gap. With the final lap about to start, I was not going to give the place easily. That is what racing is all about. Two drivers racing hard while showing each other tons of respect. Let's take another look as we were basically going side by side for the whole last sector. Even with the slipstream, the Ferrari struggled to keep up with the top speed of the Lambo. Luckily, I had the inside line and was able to get sufficiently ahead. With only the final lap to go, I had to put in a flawless lap with no penalties. We did it. No small thanks to the amazing clean battle with the gentle driver in third place. They even called it an incredible race at the end. With battles like that, there are no losers. Please leave your feedback in the comments. I'd love to hear about anything in the race, and how you like having the HUD overlay to show our place on the grid. I hope to see some of you on my trial streams on Twitch, but be sure that I will start streaming here as soon as I feel comfortable with the quality. See you next time.